All right. What's up, everybody out there? With another wonderful Wednesday night with none other than a Truth Podcast here on the fire platform of podcasting, baby. All right. Before we get started with our hot topic, it's gonna be fire. I want to go around. I want to see what's been going on with my crew. I listen. I love when I get to these people here. God be knowing what you need. All right. I get my refuel from them. Whatever be going on during my week, whatever. I'm like, I can't wait till Wednesday, baby, just to let it all out. Let me see what's. And I was just about to start with his mouth first. My baby Jay Stewart, a.k.a. he call himself Jay Sexy in the house. Jay.
Pardon me, you got my pronoun wrong. It's Sexy J.
Oh, Sexy J.
Yes, or a.k.a. Big Baby Daddy. Keep him happy. I'm good. I had a great week. I've been waiting on this subject, Dwayne. We talking about side chicks, y'all. I'm getting ready to tag everybody. Y'all tune in and watch me act up. Let's do it.
You already know how he be. You know what? Let's get to a little more calmer person. Our walking thesaurus right next to me. My BFF, D-Mac. Damone, what's up, baby? What's been going on with you?
What up with it? I had an eventful week.
Yay.
So Sunday I went to a wedding. My little cousin got married.
Congrats.
Monday I had to drink death in a bottle.
Yay.
To get ready for this little procedure. Tuesday I had the procedure.
Yes, you did.
Thanks to my BF, she drove me there, drove me back, picked my son up, dropped him off, all that.
You know how
shit.
we do.
How many of us have them?
And then today I changed my first car battery thanks to YouTube. So
You did?
yeah, I put a post up. I'm like, who can help me change a battery real quick?
Okay.
You know, people were tagging, but I'm like, shit, I went to AutoZone, got the battery, got the parts, watched the video, and did that shit myself.
Can you do my stereo?
No.
Oh.
That's the extent of my auto mechanical abilities.
Well,
and that's been my week. Hey, it's Wednesday. It's True Podcast.
Yes.
Hope y'all made it through hump day and humping on something tonight.
Tonight, baby.
In Jesus' name.
It be my pillow, my body pillow or some shit. But I also want to go and give a shout out over here to our wonderful engineer. We can't thank you enough. How everything been going for you, babe?
It's been good.
It's been good? As always, we appreciate you. Thank you for having us, and thank you for what you do for us and with us, all right? Tonight, everyone, we have some special guests in the house for our special hot topic. I have two wonderful ladies sitting over to my right, down at the end of the table. I have Bree, and I have my extended niece, Misha, baby. What's up, ladies? Let us hear a little bit about you and how y'all week been going. Bree.
My week's been going good.
Okay.
And I'm having a good week, a good day. So everything's just good and lovely.
All is well that ends
Yes,
well.
it is. She's a little shy, guys, and we actually, she was surprised that she was actually being a guest tonight. So
I'm about to turn her
we
up.
thank you.
Tee up.
Oh,
She
good.
thought she was
Tee
about
me
to
up.
sit in the lobby
Tee me up.
and wait for it.
Okay, like she's about to just
I'm
sit
on
around.
your
No,
head, yeah.
you gonna talk with us? Kick it.
Okay.
And my baby, Misha, baby, what's the deal?
Hi, Auntie. Hi, everyone.
Hey.
I am Misha. I've been having a good week. All kids in school, that's awesome week for me. Anytime all kids go to school at the same time,
Oh, kids, goddamn.
that's awesome.
That's right.
Yeah,
What up, though, Michael Biles?
You
We miss. I'm sorry.
it's okay.
go ahead, babe.
Everything else is good, though.
That's right.
Okay.
Well, I thank you both. I am so excited, and I'm glad that you all are here. Thank you for joining us tonight. We have a hot topic going on tonight. Very hot topic. We are going to be talking about faithful side chicks. Let's
I'm
make
in a
that make sense.
relationship with all my bitches, yeah.
Before we get into the topic, we want to say hi to our boy David Bird and our boy Michael Biles.
Hi, fellas.
They weren't able to be with us tonight, but you know, Michael is on. Dave is out chasing the bag.
Yeah.
And he also married, so he didn't want to talk about side pieces.
No, David don't have no problem talking
Good
about his
choice.
past. He'll come over here and tell it all.
Okay, I'm married. I'm going
He
to talk
said
about
his
sad
wife
pieces.
know everything.
Yeah. All right. So, we're going to get off into this faithful side chick business. Let's talk about it.
So yeah, we're not talking about the typical side chick. Not the one that's just an opportunist that is satisfied with being fucked and financed. Right? We're not talking about the one that's just okay being second fiddle because, to be quite honest, the nigga's second fiddle too because she got a main nigga as well. We ain't talking about her.
Indeed.
We ain't talking about the one that got tricked into it, lied to, you know, and just manipulated into the thing. We talking about the faithful side chick. This is the one who is in an exclusive relationship with someone who is not in an exclusive relationship with her. This is someone who believes that this person potentially or eventually will leave whoever they're with to eventually be with them. So they're basically just biding time and waiting their turn and being loyal and hoping that this person is going to become loyal to them.
Can I translate it for the men? They mean the ones that we, that we look by like, hey, you can tell her anything. That's what men say to each other. You can tell her anything.
Okay. Get back into it.
So the question is, the questions we want to get into, we're going to hear a story from Tat. We're going to hear a story from Misha. And then if time permits, I'll share my little story. And we definitely got to hear from Jay, because Jay, man, in the pregame, he had my head blown. So before we get into the why of it all and all the deep parts, I want to hear your story, Misha, because your story lasted 10 years, right? You was a loyal, faithful side chick. Please, in a few minutes, not the whole hour, but tell us what your story is.
Okay, so basically, I was with my kid's father for 10 years. And for 10 years, he was with somebody else as well. At some point, I didn't know if I was the main or the goddamn faithful side chick. Because, I mean, I was there. We had a house together. You paid the bills, took care of the kids, you know. But at the same time, you would go over here, do the same shit. So it's like...
So both of y'all was mains.
You know what I'm saying? We both was main side chicks. So it's like... I done been both in one situation. How that work?
Yeah, that makes sense.
How that work?
Right.
So were both of you aware of each other?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And was it contentious between the two of you?
She bothered me.
Okay.
I didn't bother her until they bothered me.
Okay.
Well, them. Because it was... he... back and forth with two, but he was still cheating with others. But the man with 10 years, it was me and her. And the crazy thing is, we share the same birthday.
He got a type.
What's your sign?
Aries.
Aries. Oh, he like to fight. Go ahead.
Yes. So it was like, during this whole relationship, it was me and her, back and forth. So it was like, I didn't know if I was the main this week or the faithful side chick this week. But out of the whole 10 years, I never cheated on him. Never.
Wow. How many kids did y'all have together?
We have 3 together.
3 together over the course of those 10 years?
Over the course of those 10 years.
And so you knew at the onset of those 10 years that you were in competition with another woman the entire time at the beginning. You knew that?
Not necessarily in the beginning, because I have 5 kids.
Okay.
My 2 oldest with somebody else.
Okay.
And then I got with him after me and my baby dad. But I known him before I knew my first baby dad. So we was like friends for 10 years, and then we were together for 10 years.
Right.
How many kids before you knew that he had another family?
How many kids before?
How many kids did
with
y'all
him?
have together before you found out about his other situation?
None.
None? So the kids came after you knew what was
He
going on?
had 1 kid when we first started talking back to each other. That was it.
So the 3 kids you had is
It's
after
mine.
you figured out. But I'm saying when you had them, you had already knew.
I had already had them. I already had them.
Oh, so you had the kids when you figured out the situation.
Then you
that's
found
fine.
Then I found out that it was
We're just
going
trying to
on.
clarify for the people watching.
Yeah,
Just
I
trying to
had the
clarify.
kids. I had the kids already. But
So
then
this
I
is
found
not
out it was
something you went
consistent.
in knowingly.
Yeah.
This is something you found out once you were in the
Right.
midst of
You
it.
got
and
finesse.
Connected with children and all of that.
Like, before
Okay.
we even started back talking, I didn't know he had a son before we had to start back talking to each other. Because, like, we was friends, but then he'd go and then we'd come back and reconnect. It was one of those kind of friendships that then we actually was together.
What up, boss?
Okay.
And so, what were some of the things that once you found out and you knew of her, and I guess eventually she found out about you, which seemed like you were the first, you know, the main attraction. What was he saying to make you still? What was something that he was saying, doing, or was it because of the children? What was it that to make you say, "I'm gonna stick this out," knowing that it's somebody else
What up,
involved?
Dave? What up,
He
Sean?
would tell me, "Look at you now. Ain't nobody gonna want you. You got 5 kids. You might as well just stick with me."
Oh, it was the
Want you with
bad
5
stuff.
kids. You know what I'm saying? I
Did you
I
start to
told my
believe
family,
that, though?
I believed it.
You did?
I believed it. I shut my family out for years
Okay.
and talked to me. It was just me and my kids in the house. Like I started to believe I was not worth anything. So that was my mindset.
And how old were you at this time when you felt that?
I was 20. I'm 37. I was like 26, 27. About
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
around
You
that
had
time.
20. You had
I had
5
5
kids at
kids before I was
27.
27.
Girl,
Yeah.
wow.
Sound like she's
22, 23.
Yeah.
I got
24,
one
25,
at 53
yeah.
and girl.
My little sister Chisa
So
sang
do
like,
you?
yeah.
So let me ask you
Great
this:
moms.
since you said you had those questions about yourself because you felt you were kind of gaslit, to say the least, right? Do you feel the same way now? How is your relationship status now? How is your dating status now?
I'm a beast.
You
Yes,
a bitch?
turned you
yes,
into an animal,
yes, she
didn't he?
is.
Okay.
Yes, she
You
is.
got one time and it's a wrap.
Oh,
And I promise
know
you
that.
Yeah.
I know that.
It's
She is.
And I'm not even saying that because
Right.
my hurt me.
Right.
I don't take that out on everybody else.
Right.
But it also showed me what I'm not going to tolerate ever again.
I say
Right.
that.
That's
And I'm not
right.
Say
doing it.
that.
So now, that shit a couple years ago, you can't. What?
So there
I ain't
comes
been
a
fighting since the
time.
'90s, so I'll be asking how other people do because I don't. I usually do the dumping. So I was just wondering how on the other side, you know, being the person like you said going
Hey,
through
Shana.
that. How much of that do you look back and say these are places that I could have been better, or do you feel like it was just
Every day.
okay?
Every day. Every day I make a choice to better myself.
That's right.
From how I was yesterday.
That's right.
So every day that I can go from, because we've been broke up for almost 7 years now. So every day from that 7 years, I just see myself doing better.
How did you get to the point after 10
said.
years of just being fed up and just saying, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm not going to do another 10 years. I'm not going to do another 1 year. What made you, after 10 years of being a faithful main/side, who knows, chick, right? What made you just say, wake up and say, like, hey, fuck this shit?
And I'm going to be honest. He got sick. He got very sick. But when he got sick, I was still there. But everything came out. I'm talking about everything. And it was like,
Right.
I had got to the point where I see you with this lady and her kids, but you don't have one picture with you and yours. It was stuff like that, and it started really coming. You taking trips with this lady,
Right.
but we ain't been out of fucking Michigan.
Right.
You
So
doing all
you
this with her and
figured
her
out he
kids.
was valuing other people more than you. So
You know
to
what I'm saying?
speak.
You
Okay.
you taking care of this family.
So
but we over
maybe
here.
she was the main and you was
That-
the
and
side.
that's when
So
I
that's when you realized for 10 years
Maybe
you was
I was
the
the
side.
side chick.
Damn.
I understand what you're saying, babe.
You know what I'm saying? You a whole family man to this family, and those not your kids.
Right.
I have your kids.
Mm.
So you was that for them,
Right.
but you wasn't that for us. I'm all right.
That's intelligent. I hope you young ladies and are listening to her because she telling you something. I can say as a man, just like y'all know where y'all gonna put men, we know where we gonna put women.
Right.
If you that one that's confrontational, you that one that's easy to lie to, you the one that'll take my shit no matter how I act. I'm gonna keep you in the pocket,
And
but
they
that's
will.
where you gonna be. But the one I put on the pedestal is the one that's looking how I want it to be look, and it ain't got nothing to do with looks when I say that. I'm saying her presentation, how she carry herself. Are you always in niggas' faces? Because I'm gonna tell you, you can't he haw with me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? If my girl say bless you when you sneeze, you can have her, as my man say, right? Men are looking at these things, so as you're watching him, pay attention to what he's doing with you. That is some good game for you. She's telling you
That's
from
true.
she's telling you from the bottom side, not from the top side, and men too, because we get there. you can't make nobody love you.
That's right.
If anybody wants to call in and ask our guests any questions about her experience being a faithful, loyal side chick for 10 years in hindsight, please give us a call at 810-560-0658. Even if you
Yay.
have your own story of
That's
being
right.
a faithful side chick, we really want to know. I really want to ask you.
And don't call if you my side
before
chicks.
You got into this relationship. What was your self-value or self-worth or self-esteem like before the relationship?
It was very high.
It was very
I
high.
had very high self-esteem. Like,
And
you
so
couldn't tell me
somewhere in
nothing.
those 10 years it got
I
broken.
started having kids, and it was back to back,
Okay.
to back, and it started breaking me down back. Because I'm like, nah, I'm pregnant again. I got to sit at home again. Can't do this. So I just became a mother with kids in the home.
So
And
if
you
felt
lost
that
your
way,
individual identity.
but why did you
I
keep
lost
having
it.
his kids if you
Because he
felt he
wouldn't
was
give me the
making you that
money.
way?
He wouldn't give me the money, and I couldn't go to nobody else and ask for the money.
Oh, you heard that?
And I asked because I
But
wasn't
it ain't
ready.
just about that.
Right.
But
It ain't
it
just-
just-
because
where the
there's also
shallowness
penis.
And
comes in with that statement.
those at the end of the day, those are my kids.
Yeah.
Not saying it's not
No,
his.
no, no. I'm saying
At the end of the day,
with him.
I knew
Right.
because I was dumb.
Okay.
I was already fucked up in the head.
I'm respecting that you're
So
saying
you said it
that.
was pretty
So
much
he
it
was
was a
already
mind
like,
control.
he like, you might as
She
well have
passed the
this
test,
kid. We're
man.
gonna be a
So do
family.
you
I'm
feel
gonna
like
marry
you
you.
were
And
brainwashed into
Very.
dealing with this
Exactly.
situation?
very, I was very
Don't put the
brainwashed.
words in her mouth.
I asked a question.
Come
That
on
gives
now,
her
you was
the
taking
power.
responsibility, girl.
And
Because she
I
coulda
still
said no, it
am.
wasn't
I said
fair.
I was dumb.
Don't let him brainwash you.
I was
He was a
very
grown woman
brainwashed.
There
now.
you go.
But you have to be very vulnerable. You have
I
to
was
be in a
very-
very vulnerable place
Yes.
in order to be brainwashed.
Yes.
Like you can't have a strong mentality and a strong disposition, and somebody can just come in and tell
I was
you
very
anything,
weak.
and it
I ain't
changes
gonna lie,
your
I was
entire
very weak.
perception
That's
of
right.
yourself. So
Even Jesus
yeah.
got weak, baby.
Yeah, I was
And it
very
takes a
weak.
lot to even
but right
admit
now,
that.
I'm strong enough to admit that. I'm
That's
strong
right.
enough to tell my
But
truth.
you
I was
learned
you-
from
and
that.
I learned.
You
That's
learned
right.
from. I bet you
That's
won't
the
be
way the
no
game
side
go.
nothing for another 10 years, right?
That's right.
Oh, I won't even get in a relationship right
Say
now.
that.
That's right. There
Say
you go,
that.
baby.
Well, if you're doing that, then you let him beat you because now he gone and he's still affecting you. But two, let me say this too.
Because I said right now.
I'm saying if
I ain't say I won't get in one.
okay, well
I just
then,
said right now.
Well, okay, well then we clarifying that. I'm gonna agree with that.
She not
I'm
bitter.
agree
She
with
just
that.
exercising
Oh,
wisdom.
No. I'm
Yes,
not,
sir.
I'm
Let me
not
tell you
bitter at
something.
all.
You know what I'm saying?
Me and
See,
my
a lot of
kids,
people
we have a
think
very
that
good
because when a
relationship
woman
now.
says, I don't want to be in no relationship right now, that means she's bitter or that means she ain't healed. No, that just means she's learning from her mistakes. She's moving a little more carefully. She's
Carefully.
moving
I
with
know
a
what
little
I
bit
want
more
now.
wisdom.
This is
She's
why y'all
moving
think,
with a
man.
little
That's
bit
the way
more.
the game go. Y'all game men game y'all. Sometimes your game ain't tight enough. My nephew
What does
been
game have to do with
What is
what
this?
It's
we
just
Yeah,
just
it's
said?
game.
for the game.
That's not game.
If he's getting what he want from her and not giving her what he want, that is part of the game. You
Yeah,
picked
but
the
we
wrong
passed
person.
that. We're
to play.
talking about where she at right now.
No, I was
And the
referring to what you
intolerance.
said about the manipulation part. The manipulation part, you gotta have your game tight. That's just like when you go in, ignorance is not, they tell you in court, ignorance is not an excuse for the law. It's your job, like you always say, to educate yourself and figure out the game. Now, some people learn it faster, some people learn it slower.
But
I've
some
been a
people
victim
don't
too.
approach relationship situations like it's a game.
And that's
Some
why you
people
lose.
are
That's
for
right.
real with the
That's
shit
right.
that fuck with game players.
That's right.
And it's the players, the game players, that fuck up relationship and fuck up the whole idea
I
of
totally agree.
That
relationship
means
in
you're
people's
ill-prepared.
minds. You know
That
what I'm
means
saying?
you're
That doesn't
ill-prepared.
mean you're ill prepared. That
Not at all.
means you not about to accept that stupid ass fuck shit.
That's right.
Well, then, like Bobby said before, we went
Period.
back to when we were talking about picking the wrong woman as your baby mama. You pick a woman that's an OnlyFans model to be your baby mama.
And
You
she
ain't
not
playing the
getting
game
Why
right.
are men choosing and picking baby mamas?
Why
He
are
who
you
findeth
picking
a
them?
wife findeth a
The
good
good
thing.
thing.
So
If
why
you
are
just
you
looking
letting
for
the
a
man
baby
find
mama, don't
you?
expect a good thing, my boy.
Holla.
But see,
Holla.
you only want to make it one sided, but it's the
No,
west side. It's a
not.
two-way street.
That's right.
I know it's five women. I came ready to defend all these men. You got gamed up. I get gamed up, and it happens. My dad, before he died, said they call it puppy love because somebody got to get dog. Now,
We want to hear Tat's story. Tat is married. So Tat had a situation where there was a side chick in her marriage.
Sad hoe.
Talk to us, Tat.
Everybody hit that.
Was she a
He's gonna
faithful
left it right
side
there.
chick to your husband?
She was like that with every fucking body.
So
what
she wasn't
happened?
faithful. She was just a side chick.
She whatever the fuck you want her to be. So let me tell you how the story went.
what's her name?
So,
No.
Jazz. That bitch already know.
All right.
But
We
anyway,
ain't gonna say the government.
Okay.
We're gonna leave
So,
it alone.
Allegedly.
yeah. Anyway, so like I said, this is someone, and you have these females that just they are very, very weak. Not in that way, like you said, that was a state of vulnerability with you and things like that, and you was trying to, find yourself and everything else. No, when you have these low life hoes that's out here that just get with anything, and because everybody had that, you understand? So originally it's supposed to have been because she was the fun girl and get down with the get down, whatever, and me being the person, the wife and stuff I am. Yes, we explore everything, whatever and shit. So this would have been like, a little fun little thing, whatever and shit. But she's also one of those people that you can get her to do things that your wife or something may not do.
Outside of the trio.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some things that I'm not ever gonna do. So it's worse than that, more than that. So I want to put it all the way out there, but more than that. So we went ahead. I said, fine, we can go ahead. Hit this hoe, whatever it is, and drop her ass off, whatever and shit. That's the fuck. And not at my fucking crib, none of that shit, whatever. It was right in the vehicle, bitch. Do what you do, whatever and shit. With both of us, whatever and shit, and drop the bitch off. You understand? So the thing is, like, she's been with plenty of people that I know. Everything else, whatever. And it's supposed to have been just left just at that, because I'm one person. I knew who I married as far as the thrills and things like that. You have to be, as you be in relationships,
open-minded.
Yeah, open-minded. You understand? And I knew who I was in the streets with him before we got married. He was my friend first. So I knew the type of stuff that he liked. So why not me? Go ahead and give him these things sometimes. You understand? And also me be the thrill. But because, like I say, she did other things, so she felt like she wanted to have a certain tie with him because of other things that she did. But my thing is, I can't place the blame all on her. I know the type of person that she is. This is just her. You know what I'm saying? So she's going to try to be faithful. I've seen her try to be faithful to quite a few dudes out here that, bitch, you not their woman. They're not gonna put a ring on your finger or any of that shit, whatever. But she would, stick around, to do whatever it is they want her to do. Now I'm gonna place a lot of the blame on, of course, the men. You understand? Because for one, of fucking course.
Of course, the man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so the man in your situation or men in general?
Definitely the man in my situation.
You realize she's that girl in your situation.
Definitely, you know what I'm saying? Hold on.
No, she wasn't that girl.
She was not that girl. She started off with him first. They started their family and everything else, and then that bitch came along. Yeah, because he gonna talk about his stuff and we gonna get on his ass. So we gonna let him be great. And he is the only man here tonight, so you better strap your nuts on. You better strap your nuts on.
Finish your story, Tess.
So it did come to a point where he was apparently seeing her, you know what I'm saying, double back, they call it double back down, shit like that, whatever. You know what I'm saying, a little more, you know what I'm saying. I didn't know anything about it. But when he sort of had permission, if he was gonna get down with anybody else or any of that stuff, I supposed to, you know what I'm saying, give the okay.
And that's okay. The bedroom is undefiled, right? Of a married couple, right?
Right.
What you guys decide to do is
as
what you
long as
guys
we on the
decide
same
to do,
page,
and that's that.
Right.
The bedroom is undefiled.
Just don't bring no bitch in my home. You know what I'm saying?
Unless you there.
Exactly.
And part of the process.
Right. If I gave thumbs up. So she thought that she had this certain bond, like she had to try to stick around. It was to the point to where I could have and would have lost my freedom. So I put hands on people. You know what I'm saying? All type of stuff. And also, like, she had to see that she was around him one time. And my husband, we were separated. We've been separated for a few years now. And she was around him one time. She knew she couldn't breathe or anything when I'm on the phone. Can't nobody like reach out. They can't post nothing. Them being around him on social media, shit like that. The shit that I do and things like that, whatever. Because until we decide what we're gonna do with our marriage, whatever and shit, he's still my fucking property. You understand what I'm saying?
She said my property.
Yeah, he know that. He watching. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hubby.
What's up, my boy?
You already know it. He know, and he knows.
property.
And one time, and it was funny is, and he said what a lie I at, and I've earned that right to say what I say. You know what I'm saying, and how I feel about it and how I speak about it. You understand?
Damn.
Because I was definitely, you know what I'm saying. I'm the wife. I know what I put in that. I know I did everything and beyond as a fucking wife, friend, and everything else.
Hello.
And bitch, you got me fucked up.
So fuck the
I'm
side
coming,
bitch.
Dwayne.
Yeah, so
Let him
fuck them.
finish.
You know what I'm saying? So
You ever been a side bitch?
so I have actually messed around, and I said I had to take that also into after it's like sitting back like what the fuck is going, like wait a minute, I remember back in the day when I was younger and shit, and I messed around with somebody that had somebody like and I was with somebody for a few years and did not know that they were married. So when I found out, I was fucking crushed. So but to even be with, even if they was with somebody like just as they call them, that's their woman, they live together, things like that, that too, you know what I'm saying, that's something else too, you know what I'm saying, because they with that person, so that person at home feeling like I'm the main bitch, you know what I'm saying, everything else it's me, you know. So yes, how do I feel about it? Fuck them. You have to when you know your self-worth, it's just some things you're just not gonna do no more. It's certain things that you're just not gonna tolerate, you know.
It comes down
Let
to
them preach,
self-worth,
fellas. I'm
doesn't
coming
it?
in.
It does.
It comes down to recognizing your worth.
Because here
right?
it's one of three things. It's either that you're weak, you're vulnerable, things like that, whatever, and a person could come and gas you up, you know what I'm saying, strictly with some sweet talk, whatever, and shit, sweet nothings, and a person may not be used to hearing compliments, things like that. A person could be that weak and vulnerable. Two, you know, so you may have it to where a man or a woman, whoever it is, you know what I'm saying, that you're messing around with and they're in a relationship, what they're doing for you. They may not be getting this certain treatment or not used to this certain treatment, from elsewhere, whatever. So they're just like, oh my God, this person do love me, do care about me. And the thing is, it's been situations, and I see situations too where people do gain feelings, you know what I'm saying, for other people, you know what I'm saying, multiple people, you know what I'm saying, and when messing around.
Yeah.
You know, because back in the day when I did that, I did have feelings, you know what I'm saying? I did, because like you said, you wasn't messing around. You were the first one, but then even when you found out with somebody else, you stopped. You still wasn't messing around with nobody.
It's because if you're not a whore, most women are going to pick the men that they have feelings for.
Right.
Most women, unless they're a whore, because those exist,
Right.
don't have that wide open promiscuity. They may be
Right.
promiscuous, but if she's sleeping with 2 or 3 guys, she like 2 or 3 of them guys.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
For different
I can
reasons.
sleep with 10 women, and I don't want to even
Have
text none of y'all back.
That's true.
And I ain't gonna lie to none of y'all. I'm gonna just be like, I'm busy. Now I got older, so I'm a little nicer now, and I run a little more game because I'm nice. But in my younger days, I'm in my 40s now. I'm just too old to just be mean to people.
Right.
But in my younger days, and what you just explained, let me clarify it. It's called the game.
Okay. And I do agree with him on that. You know,
Play
that
the game. Just because you don't want to play it, don't mean it ain't there.
most
It's
of
a
us,
game of life.
we do, as far as
Play
women,
it.
most of us do when we, a lot of us,
That's why over 52% of marriages end because people playing the fucking
playing the
game.
fucking
I would
game.
argue.
So
I would argue the
I would-
opposite.
Give me some.
Because they
No,
played
I'm
the
just
game in the
saying,
back in the day, and the marriage
I'm just
percentage was
saying,
different.
people play too many motherfucking
No.
games.
Yes.
No.
And then you got us out here where we like, bitch, play one game and you done, ho.
Exactly.
For real.
But D-Man, you like what I like. So
No,
you
I don't. Not from what you
You like
say.
females, right?
No, I like females, but
So
not
why
all
you ain't
females.
married
And I
to
have
that
a
female
filter
that
to
do
what
that?
I
Because
like.
those females not doing that.
No, sir.
They not doing that.
There's some of
If,
them
if
are.
you was okay, well, can you introduce me to her so I can change my behavior?
No.
Because when I'm
I don't
saying
have to
this,
change
it's
your
only 2
mind.
people.
You're
It's only
entitled
2
to how you
people.
feel.
I'm telling you
I'm
about
entitled
the
to how I feel.
game.
But see,
you
the
can be
game
a
is the
winner in the game of
problem.
life.
The game
It's not
gets you
about
fucked up.
relationship, getting to know, cohabitating,
That's
being
part of the game.
cohesive. It's a game.
It's
It's
a
all
game.
manipulation. It's I'm gonna get manipulate
No.
out of
Yeah.
you what
No,
I can
no,
get
no,
out
no,
of
no.
you.
That's
I'm
manipulation.
gonna
That's
play
not
this
game.
game so you
No,
can
no,
play
no,
with
no,
your
no.
fucking head.
Next one.
Watch.
And
They
make
think
you
this is more.
Way, and then when
They
that
think this is more
motherfucker
than
flip
right.
the script on your
Flip the
ass,
script. And that's what y'all
then
say.
you want to say they crazy. No,
And that's
bitch,
what-
you was playing too many games,
Games.
and I had to show you I ain't about
So,
that life.
and that's what
nigga.
people need to be
Now,
careful.
who
Because
was
guess what?
the
Because the
person that
game.
made you feel that
And now
way?
I'm crazy.
It's not a
Was what?
person that made me feel that way. I'm just saying, you talking about the game.
The
That's
game.
what the
So-
game
so allow me to retort.
produces. That's what games produce.
Yes.
They talking good, fellas.
You hear the
but
sad
I'm gonna
chick?
cut it to
So remember,
y'all.
you're just nothing but a game.
You are a game.
You
That's why you on the
Hey.
side.
Okay, see, there you go.
We ordered the chicken.
So
You ordered chicken. That don't mean we don't like the macaroni. Hold on, let me tell
been a nigga out here.
I ain't meaning to tell you. I'm gonna tell you.
Never no side piece ass nigga.
I've been a side piece man.
Yes, it is.
I know my side piece. I've been a side piece man. Listen.
Thank you.
You can cry loud, you can cry long, but you still cry. This is what I'm saying. But I'm not saying it's a man or woman.
Sucker ass niggas out here.
It's both. I agree.
Be like,
This is deflection, y'all. You see this?
Let's do it,
Gentlemen. This is why you can't like phone them.
Dave,
because you can't deal with it. Hold on, so you see how they don't want to let me talk. That's emotion. That's that Carl Thomas. That's that Carl Thomas shit. But let me tell you what I know, because I can't tell you what I heard. Okay, go ahead.
810-560-0658. Anybody want to call in and
argue with me, because I'm gonna cut you out.
D-Mac, you can just call in and share whatever you want to share.
touched on something, guys.
See how they don't want to let me talk. They've been talking for 38 minutes. They done told 3 stories. They done cried and hollered. This is fried green tomatoes.
Wait a minute, y'all. Okay, listen, everybody.
Let a real nigga speak one time.
I'm gonna let this real nigga speak. Go ahead, Sexy J.
That's all I'm saying is, I hear everything y'all saying, but the only thing that y'all saying translate to one thing. Y'all got the game ran on you because your game wasn't tight.
You
never let your pimp hand slip. So this is what I'm saying. It happens to the best of us. I tell my nephew that. I tell my little friend, homeboys that, my little homegirls that same thing. That you got to be tight on you. Just like you got to be right in life. You got to make sure your money's straight. You got to make sure your love life straight. You got to make sure your mind's straight. You got to make sure your kids straight. You got to make sure your crib's straight. Whatever you got to do, you got to do it. Stop blaming people. We can't say that when it comes to not voting, and then we gonna say, oh, you shouldn't have let this nigga bust in your face and then fuck your friend. Nigga, you should have recognized he the type of nigga that'll fuck your friend.
Hold on. We got a caller.
Yeah, come on, caller.
Thank you.
Hello?
Hey, caller, tell us who you are and where you calling from.
This is Birdman. Y'all gonna get off my boy Jay now. I ain't gonna work early. I'm coming to the studio to get my studio right now.
You
my backup. I'm on my way. I'm trying to work early.
They crying, DB. They crying.
Hey, listen, I told them early. I gotta work early. I'm about to head and speak up. But seriously, I love the topic.
Yeah.
I just do got one question for the guest.
Okay.
My question is this. Now that you see the situation that you have been in, is there anything you could tell anybody out there now that's looking, that might be saying, okay, I value myself as a side piece instead of the main entree?
What advice would you give?
My advice is, I don't care what it is, who it is, always put you first. Put you first. I don't care if it comes for your parents, your kids, before your spouse, anybody. Put you first. I didn't understand that until my grandmother told me, rest her soul. My grandmother told me this, Misha, you cannot take care of you. You can't take care of nobody if you're not taking care of yourself.
That's right.
And I didn't understand that until I realized I ain't taking care of myself, so I'm fucked up.
Right.
I'm fucked up mentally, physically, emotionally. I was fucked up.
You busy taking care of
that moment
him,
I put myself first is when everything just started going. So I would just say, put yourself first. I don't care how I feel to somebody else, how you think it make somebody feel. Fuck them.
What a luxury!
Jay, what a
luxury to put yourself first.
I got a question for you,
What a luxury to have kids and want another human being and be able to put you first. I wish I knew what that was like. I was born with this apparatus between my legs. Go ahead, I'm listening.
I got a question about this topic.
That third head. Has no brain.
Why? How is it? Because we had an interesting conversation at pregame and in the hallway. I want to touch on that.
Go ahead.
How do you feel? Or not? How do you feel? What do you think allows men to have women be faithful side chicks? What do the men have to do in order to have a faithful side chick?
Now, once again, I'm a man of God, so I'm being better these days. But in my past, I would say.
This nigga done flipped the script. That ain't what the fuck he was saying.
Hold on,
pre-game.
hold on. I see you messing up the game.
Wait a minute, I was telling you what I
thought we was
Go
gonna
ahead,
talk
DB. Go ahead,
about.
caller. Go ahead.
Go ahead, caller.
was. So, for me, when in my past life, when I had side chicks, they wanted attention. They have been through so much bullshit.
Right.
That
Okay.
you told them a little bit of attention.
Okay.
It was like
Yeah.
the grass was greener on the other side. That's from personal
But me and
experience.
D, but my girls look, DB
Jay
know I
said
got
dick
bad
and
bitches.
money.
They want dick money, and then you can throw love in there. They fall in love because you got
Jay
dick and
said
money.
simply as this: it's dick and money.
Look at
And
all
you're
that. Look at
saying
come on,
money.
in
Time
Jesus'
and
name.
attention.
Nobody even get no fucking money.
Was it this the dick and the money?
What with my situation? No.
Okay.
Would
It
you
was, I
do-
was done.
But would you? Okay, so let me ask you this. Now
It was a little bit,
let's
but I
make
was
this.
more so done.
See, in Jesus'
I was more
name.
so done. Because I could have went got safe anywhere.
But I'm heading to the
Dang.
studio. Don't come back off my boy Jay. I'm headed to the studio now.
Y'all should have been
Bring
here to
it.
help your
Hey,
boy.
Dave, let me say this.
He
Can I
stepped
say
his
this?
nuts on though.
I'm good. I'm a big boy. I can take a whooping. You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna say is this: it's dick, money, and love.
Dick money and
I'm
love,
love
or
you need-
perception of
Or
love.
you need 2 out of 3.
Perception.
Listen, let me say
Because
this.
is it really
Let me
love?
finish. Let me finish, and I'm gonna yield the floor.
Okay.
This is something I have learned in this game, right? As I say, I work in the bar, so I'm seeing this in action, right? I'm seeing the Riz in action. Women usually go for one of 3 things: dick, money, or love. If you got 2 out of 3, you got a really good chance. You can have all the money in the world, but this
When
nigga
did you
dicking it
add
down and he
love?
love
Because
her.
in the
No, I
pregame,
was
it was
being-
just dick and money.
Because I told you don't listen to me because I be trolling. That was your mistake. I warned you.
That's that game
That's
shit.
that
That
game
is that
shit.
game.
Let's
Why
speak the
don't you
truth.
be
See how
real,
I-
my
Did
nigga?
you
Just
see how
play
I-
the game.
You know
my
why?
nigga.
Because you ain't my main chick. I ain't got to be real with you.
I ain't even the side chick.
So if your man
See what I'm saying? I don't owe you
No,
shit.
so the question I
You
asked,
gave you,
so
right?
you said the
You
reason
had- you
why
didn't-
women
yeah.
are faithful side pieces is now we've
You
added
can throw love in there.
dick, money, and we added love.
You can throw love in
since
there.
we started the broadcast.
You can throw love in there. But
how's
see,
that
that's the
really
What the
mistake.
shit I be talking about?
But how's that really love? And let me ask
Is
you,
it love or is it the perception
It's
of
the
love?
love
I'm not
and the
saying
I'm
that.
gonna feed you this
Some
fuck
fucking
make
love
you
See,
and
think
listen,
I love
let
you.
me tell y'all a secret. If they the only one talking, they always right. That's how the English language works.
No, it's not.
No, it's
That's
not.
how the language works. Now, when
No.
somebody else get to interject, sometimes you see things. So what I'm gonna say to
It's
you
all
is
kind of
this.
perspectives.
So what I'm saying is, you asked me about the side chick. Side chick is stand for dick and money.
Okay.
I said the
But,
faithful.
but
topic.
the faithful side chick is stand for the dick and the money, but she learns to fall in love with you. But a woman in general is going, and I'm telling you because I'm a dude that get the attractive women. It's
Okay,
the
so
fact.
what
Let
did
me
They like
ask you a
love,
question.
money,
You
and
decide
dick.
Do you
you
really
If you don't have
think
2 out of
men
3,
are
you're gonna be in bad
upfront
shot.
in the beginning when they meet a woman like, hey, I
No,
got a
you're
bitch,
not.
you gonna be my side chick.
You because
Exactly.
you're being hunted. That's what you have to
Okay,
understand.
so is
It's a
that her
game.
fault because
You don't
y'all
walk up to
playing the game?
the lion. Don't walk to the wildebeest and say, "Man, I'm gonna bite your booty today."
What do you need to side? What
shit
did you
crazy.
need
No,
your?
they had a
What
game.
did you
No.
need your
This why
sidekick
I
for?
fuck- I don't
So what
fucking
did you?
bother.
What did
So
you
let
need
me
your
tell you. So let me
sidekick
tell you.
for?
Let me tell you. The
What
last,
purpose is your
the last
sidekick?
time.
Okay,
The
what was the
last
purpose?
time I ain't giving no time periods.
Okay.
Not trying to offend nobody.
It's too many games.
Because life is
What was
life.
the purpose?
But the last time I was in that situation,
Okay.
I, like you said,
Okay.
I did care about both of them.
Okay.
But the thing was, it was things about one that the other one didn't have, and things about the other one that the other didn't have. They were both beautiful young ladies.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, my problem was never the faithfulness. My problem was because they never felt like, number one, they were always confrontational with me.
The behavior.
The behaviors was what turned me off. And I'm gonna tell you, I am a strict company. I'm Fortune 500, but you will go on probation in a minute. I'll give you 90
Now let me
days.
ask you this. So
In a
let
heartbeat.
me ask you this. So
Lord, have
just like
mercy.
you said, one was lacking in one area, so you went and found that was a side piece.
And when I broke up with the main, I tried to holler at the side, but her attitude was so jaded from how she had came in the game.
Okay.
So that's why I say I wouldn't even play that. If I had a chance again, I would play it different. Because by the time she was ready, she was so jealous and angry. And I ain't gonna say jealous, but let's say envious, because I don't think she was jealous. She was happy, but it has to be a burden to watch somebody else get the attention that you feel like you may deserve because you love me the same way. So I had to learn that about myself. And I ended up fucking up the side chick that I probably would have slid right in with under different circumstances. But we had this history of this bullshit in between us. When I was ready to move with you, you were different.
Oh, the
So our
game.
situation was different.
That goes back to the game.
I fucked the game up. No, I played the game wrong. I played it too long and too wrong.
But you was playing the game.
Too long and too wrong.
You keep saying playing.
You
I
play the
did.
game too long to where a motherfucker say
No,
game.
Yeah.
Game over.
That was it.
So how would you have felt?
So when I was ready to move
So when
on,
you
she
ready, that
was still
motherfucker ain't
ready. Listen, she was still ready to move on, but she was out of control by
the
then.
sad chick?
Yeah.
See what I'm
she wasn't
saying?
ready in the
She was already out of control.
She changed.
And guess what? Guess what her sign was?
Aries.
Ooh, so what was she doing, Aries?
Ready to
Fight
get the
like a
fuck on.
motherfucker.
Okay, so let me
Don't
ask you
make me
this.
trip.
Let me ask you this,
See what
Sexy
I'm
J.
saying?
So, just like you said that you found something else, y'all tend to find something else in the other one. That's why y'all have multiple people, whatever stuff. What if your man, right? Your man.
Yeah.
If she felt like you didn't totally satisfy her, or you were missing something, would you be feeling different that she had a side piece? Because y'all need to understand sometimes too that y'all don't come to total package either. Sometimes.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's an 80-20 rule.
You
But
feel
once
me?
again-
Exactly.
Well, once again, this is an at-will
So are we
job.
wrong?
Just like McDonald's.
Because you
can quit
open this
anything.
game up.
Without that 20,
If you don't like that McDonald's pay, what you do?
My nigga.
When you work at McDonald's or Burger King or at one of them shitty jobs, it's your first job and they ain't treating you right, they cuss you out, what you do? You walk out that motherfucker, don't you? You quit, don't you? Well, you better quit that nigga or that bitch the same way. That's on you. That's a you problem.
Okay, I got a question for
So
the
your
man.
main
The
chick had a
person
side
that's-
piece?
Oh, what's that? We gotta call her. Hold on,
Yay.
y'all.
Talk to us.
Talk to us.
What up? It's Mike B, y'all. What's
What
up?
up, Mike?
What's up, Doc?
Hey,
Who's calling in tonight? Let's go.
That's right, Mike.
You
I'm
going
on
to
the
back your
down.
brother up?
P.O.P.
You
I
came to
just wanted
defend
to-
Jay
I
too?
Huh?
You came to defend Jay too, or to have his back? Make sure he is
No,
balanced in the room.
I'm not defending Jay. He
Oh,
got
you done came in here acting light skinned. Boy, you dark as night. You gonna come act like don't get your black ass out and try to act like that. Go ahead. Talk to us, Mike.
he's doing a good job holding his opinion down
Yes.
on his own.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
Yes.
But I just called in and say, like, I've been on the spectrum of both ends. I feel
Right.
like what Jay said, they both, what he just said was like they both had the same attributes. So in my case, when I had the side chick, she was just giving me something that my main wasn't.
Okay.
It was just as simple as that.
Okay.
She provided something that my main wasn't.
So the
that's
question,
reason
Mike,
that
Mike, the question
Yeah.
that was posed to Jay after he said that, right, was, okay, who has everything that you want, right? Is
Nobody.
there any human being out here that's absolutely, perfectly, 100% everything you want, right?
No.
There's this 80-20 rule that exists, right? The question is this 20% that you're lacking something I can live without? Or
Right.
something I need to survive. So if you're lacking it and you're not willing to produce it, then I'm forced to go get it because it's tantamount to my survival, right? But
Yeah.
damn, like, is there anybody out here that got 100% of what a next motherfucker
Not at all.
want?
Can I ask y'all a
Everybody
question?
just may as well just keep
there-
fucking because
No, you
ain't
are right.
nobody, no,
Right,
for real,
right,
because
right,
ain't
totally.
nobody, everything you want is always going to be somewhere where somebody's going to come up short, right? It's
Right.
always going to be
Right.
something that you're lacking from another person. Is that justification to go
No,
cheat?
Is
because
that
the real lack is in
justification
yourself. The
outside?
real lack is in
Exactly.
yourself. See, this is what
Exactly.
I've learned. I've learned my strengths and weaknesses. That's why I'm dangerous. I'm a dangerous type of toxic because I know it's my fault when it's my fault, and I ain't afraid to let it be my fault, and I ain't afraid to apologize because I'm wrong, and it fucks the game up, like I say. But the reality is, you go into these situations, you're not thinking this gonna be my side bitch. You thinking I'm about to tear that shit up. She look good as hell. I'm about to beat that. I'm about to tear them doonies down. And then you get to being around a motherfucker, you be like, damn, this motherfucker kind of cool. She kind of do this different. But you know where that game come from? Because you get in there with your side piece and you start talking too much, right? So what's the side piece do? They listening. So you tell her, she don't never let me do anal. Oh, I love that. She don't never drink with me. She don't watch anime with me. Ooh, I love Naruto. Now she at home by herself trying to catch up on Naruto to run game on you. Or man, it could be both. I'm saying side pieces, side pieces.
My thing is,
everybody think everybody else running game, so they gotta run game too. So the whole fucked up part is, if everybody's going in with that fucked up ass mindset, then why the fuck is anybody going in at all?
The same reason you
understand what I'm saying? Everybody ain't about game. Everybody ain't playing game. Everybody ain't running game.
That's right.
But then if a person comes to you that assumes that, then you just caught up in their game.
Yeah.
So why do we vote in politics then? Because it's all a game. So we play all the games. So why we don't want to play this game and we don't play that game? They both will ruin your life.
Art shouldn't be a game.
Who is that?
Politics is a game all day.
Caller, go ahead.
What'd you say, caller?
Go ahead.
You asked was that 20% important. When I had my side chick, yes, that 20% was important.
Okay, I get that.
I was missing, and that's what I was wanting and yearning for.
But
all she had was the 20% that the other bitch didn't have, or did she had the whole 80% that the other bitch didn't have too?
She probably had 20. That's why she was the side. That's why she ain't replace her, because you only had what you had.
The one thing I agree with Jay on is what she did do was listen, because I started talking. When a man started talking too much, the other women start listening.
And it's
That's
a game. It's a game on both ends, though, right?
But
what I'm saying is, why even play the fucking game when you grown as hell?
My thing is, before you men decide to get a side chick, do you go to your woman and try to communicate, well, babe, this we lacking right here. Can we do something to try to fix this? Can we do something to make it better? Or you just say, fuck it, just go find somebody who can do it.
Answer the question.
I'm going to answer the question.
Communicate with my woman to let her know, babe, we slacking right here. Can we do this? Can we do that? Can we do this? Can we try this? Can we care about?
Or do we just go
say, fuck it, I'm just about to go find somebody that's going to do it?
Mad.
No.
Do you go to your woman?
Your objective is to let her know, and we're just trying to have a conversation.
But I was young too. But I did I'm like, hey, stop doing this. Like, you know what I'm saying? And keep this bitch stop doing it. So it's like, all right, I gotta go to somewhere where she's not doing it.
So why not just leave the bitch that ain't doing it and go date? Why not just leave the bitch that ain't doing it and go date rather than go cheat to get the 20% she ain't giving you? You might get the whole package in the bitch that's the 20%.
No, you ain't. That's why he put her in the side. He know who he dealing with.
Nah.
You know who you dealing with. You a side bitch.
So that little 20% is enough to destroy your relationship?
Exactly.
So why be in it? Walk away. And not cheat.
See, this is all good
in relationships. That's why it's like, oh, I'm too secure. It's too stable for whatever the reason.
I can't talk to my co-host. How a nigga gonna talk to his wife?
You can. You gotta
see what I'm saying? I gotta raise my voice. I'm a 260-pound man surrounded by women. They want me to raise my voice.
So wait a minute. Nisha asked Jay a question and he wants to answer. Let's hear him out. Go ahead, Jay.
Go ahead. Kicked in.
All right, y'all.
Before you
I love you too, baby.
Tell the women what's wrong and give them a chance to correct.
You want to go cheat, or I'm not getting this at home. Do you go to your woman and explain to her, babe, I'm not happy right here, or can we do something to fix this? Can we do this? Can we do that to better our relationship to where I don't want to step out? Or do you just say, fuck it, I'm gonna just go find her somewhere else?
So the answer is yes, but I'm gonna tell you my problem.
Okay.
I have dated women in America, so they're just not the easiest to talk to. So, as we see today. So as I try to tell you something, hey, I don't like your attitude. What you mean? I wasn't even mad. That's your reactions. I don't like that shit. I'm handsome. You can't talk to me like you talk to ugly niggas.
You ain't that
have to treat me nice.
Can I ask you a question everything for real?
Go ahead.
It's okay that you make your point, but it's almost like it's self-aggrandizement or something going on. It's like, I gotta validate myself to make this point. You don't have to do that. Everybody that looks at you doesn't see handsome. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You may feel that way, but just because of that doesn't mean everybody at this table sees that, or everybody in society sees that. And I'm not angry because I ain't a bitch that's trying to get with you, so I don't have a bone in the fight. What I'm saying is all these machoism comments don't have to be necessary. Just make the point, bruh.
So, as I was already saying, the women that I have dealt with in my immediate areas, and I've lived in Oklahoma, California, several places, just like in this conversation, is more often than not, it's very difficult to speak to women that look like me.
African American women.
Women in general, but I just happen to date mine.
You just said look like you.
Yeah, because I happen to date mine. So let me clarify that for you. See what I'm saying? Once again, I understand it's
you make blanket statements and want people to understand the details. Give us the details, my boy.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to, but I am also trying to be sensitive about the subject because I don't want to be aggressive because everybody being aggressive with me. I just want to get the point across. What I'm saying to you is very simply. You're not always easy to talk to.
Okay. Which is true.
So that makes it hard.
You're not the only man that heard that from.
So the answer to your question
people
is
that
yes.
don't agree are not easy to talk to. You don't always have to agree to have a conversation. That doesn't make it uneasy to talk to.
I didn't mention agree. You mentioned agree. You changed the narrative.
But see, I didn't finish my statement either.
I haven't been able to finish. That's what I'm saying.
Bro, I gave you a long time, and I let you handle that question. What I'm saying is, men are from Mars, women are from Venus, and we think differently, and we think just differently, bro. And I'm not saying our thoughts are right or yours are wrong, but it's a healthy debate. So don't act like a victim, like we're attacking you. We are entitled to our opinion just like you are in yours. You're not being attacked. We're not aggressive. We just have opinions and we have a right to voice it. Whether a man is in the building and has a contrary opinion or not, it's okay. It's not... oh, I can't talk to black women or women that look like me. No, you don't like the fact that we have a strong opinion on our own.
Now I'm being diagnosed. See, that's what I'm saying.
You diagnosed every woman at this table.
No, I've never tried to.
Dude, you just diagnosed every woman at this table.
Once again, if you're the only one to get to talk, you'll be right 100% of the time.
I'm not the only one to talk. We've all been talking.
So let me
Everybody's had the floor, but I'm going to speak my truth, just like everybody at this table does. And I need you not to play the victim.
I'm not playing the victim.
What I do love is I love earlier when Misha was speaking and she was saying that it was pretty much like he had put the mind control in order to stay in control, and sometimes a lot of times that's what it is. I do want to say also in my situation because I had to know that my husband was going. I was like, and I know I do all type of shit. I'm the freakiest motherfucker. I change it up, wigs, whatever you want to be. When you come home, I'm not tapped no more. You walk into Victoria. Motherfucker, what you talking about?
She's like, I'm gonna work out tonight. Right. Which bus is this today? I'm
glad that he did let me know, like, baby, it was nothing that you did or that you lacked. You know what I'm saying? Why I did that. They just do that shit because whatever a person do, they do it because they fucking want to. Mm-hmm. At that moment, whatever it is they did is because they wanted to. Yeah. You know, and I will say that I'm guilty of, after that Pandora box was open, you know what I'm saying, for a second I'm like, I can't do X, Y, and Z and everything else. But I did have dudes at me like, Tay, you married. I keep it however you want this. I keep it hush, whatever. So what you looking for, whatever and stuff. And I found myself, as I did open up and start messing with people, I did mess with, and I'm like, dang, why he gentle with me? You know what I'm saying?
I got a question.
It's too much hypocrisy in this conversation.
Which one they ask me, baby?
I got y'all, man.
You just said something. Hold on. I don't know.
Sure.
She said that it's what you want to do, but then we turned around minutes earlier and said I was manipulated. Is it Uchi Wally Wally or Shorty on me for cash?
When Misha was speaking earlier, and she was talking about both. Like it's a mind control, and what I said, I'm glad that my husband had let me know that it was nothing.
Do you regret opening the alabaster box? And allowing that woman into you all's bedroom, which
she went in my bedroom, she's in the bedroom,
or whatever y'all. Yeah. You allowed her into y'all sexual situation,
okay.
Right? Do you regret doing that, knowing that she became one of those people, those faithful side pieces?
I regret doing it with that bum ass bitch.
Just with her?
Yeah, I regret doing it with her. So
you'll vet these bitches better next time.
I did it before, you know what I'm saying? I had did it before, you know what I'm saying, before my marriage. And that was my husband. And I knew that, you know what I'm saying, this is something that he had liked. This is one of my own boys. So I was all for it. You know what I'm saying? I was also for it. This is my husband. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do what it is to, you know what I'm saying? Right. But I regret doing it with that person.
Family.
I regret doing it with that person, yes.
So you'll vet. So what do you think it would take if you, because y'all still married and y'all still might work all that out and still be together, and he is who he is and you are who you are. That's right. And so the next time y'all decide to bring another bitch into the scene, how differently will you handle it?
I'm not gonna do with him. I'm not gonna do that with him ever again.
Never again.
No.
So it was a mistake.
Yeah, that was because of how he
female.
I gave that to you. That's exactly what you wanted. And I gave that to you.
And it wasn't enough.
And it wasn't enough.
So are you taking it away to punish him, or are you taking it away because you don't trust him now?
It's a done deal. You broke a fucking code. You know what I'm saying? You broke the code with
She
it.
said, I gave that to you. You didn't handle it properly.
You didn't handle it properly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, one more question before we go. This is something you said earlier.
Go ahead.
You said men can fuck 1,000 bitches with no feelings. What makes you think women can't do the same?
Once again, we're changing the narrative.
Most women fuck off emotion. I done had that too. But what makes y'all think we can't fuck on you and get the fuck out?
I didn't say you could. I said usually. I said usually. Are you asking or are you dictating? Because I like to respond to this question.
Let's give Jay
Black
a chance
woman,
to respond.
are you listening?
Go ahead,
Can I
Jay.
talk to you? Can I come to you?
Everybody silent, Jay.
Because I don't want to cheat on you and talk to her instead. So can you listen to me?
I'm a white woman right now. I'm listening.
So look, now she want to be racist in Jesus' name. So listen, dang, that my ADHD kicked in. What'd you say?
He don't even remember.
You said
he's so full of
why do men feel like women can't fuck on men without feelings?
I didn't say that. I was very specific that said, with the exception of whores, usually women. Usually, which means more often than not. If
she gotta be a whore to fuck without feelings?
No, let's go back again because I was clarifying. So let me clarify because I was very specific, and we're going to use these specific words because I was told to be. Then the language is speaking for itself right now. I said very specifically, a little specifically, that most women that are hoes can do that, but usually. The women that are not hoes, usually, not all the time, but most of the time, that's what that means, are going to sleep with men that they have some kind of attraction or feeling or something about them that they are drawn to. They usually like the dudes they sleep with. I'm sure if you slept with, I don't want to pick a number, let's say you slept with 10, I'm sure that at least 6 or 7 of them niggas you like.
Attraction is one thing, feeling is another. So I fuck people that I was attracted to but I had no feelings for. Get the fuck on.
Yeah, women do the same. Women have become the new men. We're going to go around the table. It's time for our final thoughts. We're going to go around the table, eat a topic. We got to bring it down, and everybody's going to have about 45 seconds to say their final thought. We're going to start with you, Mr.
I want to go last. I want to go last.
I'm the only last. I go last.
Well, can I go before you?
It's my week. Go.
Okay. See how they do me? See how they do me stuff? But anyway, I'm going to make it quick and sweet. Listen, they done told you already. They gonna do what they want to do. They can fucking D-hoes just like niggas can fucking D-hoes. So treat them like hoes and move on and do what you do. If you like them, like them. But if you don't like them, you don't owe them shit because they just told you they ain't worried about their feelings. That came out their mouth. You feel me? And if they telling you they don't feel sorry, no way, what you feeling sorry for? You keep the player from the Himalaya. Now look, I'm gonna tell you like what you like, but you better like right. You feel me? Indeed. In Jesus' name.
Get it sexy. All right.
That's me.
Our guest tonight, Misha. I know. Welcome to Sexy J. We just have all the time. What's your final words, final thoughts on the topic tonight?
My final thoughts and final topic is I'm speaking for the ladies.
Okay.
Put yourself first.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna keep saying. Put yourself first.
Okay.
Regardless of who hurt, how anybody feel, put yourself first.
That's right. Bree, we are so glad that you came on the show.
With your lips sealed.
Give us something.
Give us a final thought.
So I enjoyed you guys tonight. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
I feel like a side chick will always be a side chick. Ladies, just respect yourself. Love yourself.
Whoa.
Don't ever let a man
No, go ahead.
Never let a man make you feel unworthy, and that's pretty much it.
Hey.
That young lady is wiser than half of y'all
Stand
all
on
in the
business.
comments.
Yeah,
You smart, girl. You smart. Hey, look. And baby girl, that's how you keep from being in that position.
Me, I just want to say, if it is all a game, just make sure that you're upfront, you know what I'm saying, you're truthful, you know what I'm saying, about it being a fucking game. And be careful when playing the game, because the game just might actually fuck you up. You understand?
Exactly.
For real.
You
might
might get fucked in the game.
get fucked in the game. So be careful, ladies. Y'all be careful what y'all get into, what y'all accept. If you know about it and you're willing to deal with it, understand that you chose to deal with it. Me and y'all too, because understand that us women can do it a whole lot better. So stop thinking that
It's
you're the
always
prize and it's
winners and
just y'all, because we can do it a whole lot better. So y'all be
It's
careful.
always
Whoever opens
winners
up
and
the box, whoever starts this game, whatever. So be careful how you do it. All right.
Even though the nigga on the panel wasn't the one
Man.
crying.
You know what?
I told you I was coming with it. I
I told you to trap your nuts on tonight.
Y'all was letting me, I was jumping on
Jay held
that.
his own in the room with 5 women. Let's give it up for
Let's
Jay.
give it up
Beautiful
for him.
black
He did
women.
He
great.
held his own.
Intelligent,
I
strong
told you,
black
strap your
women.
nuts on tonight. You by yourself,
That's
strap your
my
nuts on.
nigga,
That's my
fellow
baby.
Sagittarian. I understand the place that he comes from. I just may not agree with every place that he comes from.
And what's your final thought on
My
it?
final thought is, hey, I don't give a fuck if you a nigga side piece, a female side piece. I'm gonna need you to understand and recognize your worth.
That's right.
Because the moment you recognize your worth is the moment you no longer will be a side piece. And who gives a fuck about that title anyway? It don't mean shit.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So, and we out this motherfucker.
And we
I love y'all. Y'all my ladies.
My God.